In America, money rules. All Americans, no matter what race, ethnicity, or religion, want to make money. In order to engage a diverse community, a great way is to sell them on making money. No pun intended. For it is the ultimate unifier in this country. Back in post-World War II America, the economy ran on manufacturing, especially of the automobile. This economy was great because college wasn't seen as a necessity and only one family member had to work a job to have a middle-class economic status. Unfortunately, outsourcing these jobs and regulations never forming to keep jobs in the States, the economy has completely changed. The minimum wage isn't the same as it used to be, college prices have skyrocketed, and no non-degree jobs are seen as middle class. People have to work multiple jobs to barely stay above the poverty line. It is time for an overhaul in the American economy and a change in culture that embraces people not going to school to wind up in debt. I believe there is an opportunity to convince extremely diverse communities where most can't afford college to enter into the workforce after high school. This new diverse workforce of highly trained professionals could bring America's economy back to its glory. This change will start at the local level and come in the form of apprenticeship opportunities. Too often Americans see college to be the only way to find a reliable job. Now don't get me wrong, college can be great, but people who can't afford it end up in debt, which could ruin the economy and their lives. Unfortunately, this college debt is a lot of the time going into the hands of the less fortunate minorities in this country. Therefore, it is safe to say these diverse communities need to start making money without having to go to college. Apprenticeships are the best way of accomplishing such a task, and America needs more to help out local economies. Manufacturing jobs in the U.S. are as high as they've ever been since 1995, and now is the time to invest in apprenticeships for manufacturing. Firms in America consistently complain about an untrained workforce to hire from. Apprenticeships will change this. Apprenticeships also form a more reliable workforce prepared for setbacks in the economy. In order to get more apprenticeships in my community, I will converse with stakeholders and convince them of apprenticeships over the standard resume hiring process. I will use Germany as an example where companies pay a small wage to apprentices. Companies may be negligent at first when they hear this, but it will be made very clear that the small pay is worth it when they have the trainee doing 60% of the standard work in their second year. It also helps build the company's relationship with employees, forming loyalty and trust, which will help the company excel. Once getting stakeholders to agree to apprenticeships, I will get these apprenticeship opportunities into diverse communities by bringing the opportunity to them. I believe a strong ad campaign could accomplish such a task. This includes ads in the newspaper and on radio and TV. Also, any public function in communities I will be sure to attend with information on apprenticeships. The ad campaign idea will be, why pay for college when you can't afford it? Get paid to learn today. It isn't very flashy, but I believe the message of saving money and gaining critical skills will be clear. Also, in this age, any advertisements must go through social media. I will specifically contact Facebook with an ad stating the same slogan. Also, I believe diverse high schools are a good target for apprenticeships. I will give a speech at such schools to convince students deciding upon their future career to convince them to leave the inevitable debt of college and start an apprenticeship with a local employer. One hurdle for apprenticeships in America is the stigma surrounding blue-collar work and not going to college. It is tough to maneuver around, but I believe the facts surrounding the finance of college will convince diverse communities to embrace apprenticeships over college. Altogether, this strategic, long-term plan will pay off locally and prove to the nation what apprenticeships can do for the economy. It will bridge the wage gap and help inequality for minorities while sparking the American economy back to what it should be.